All right, I'm going to go through the argumentative essay graphic organizer and briefly explain what needs to go in each box, but I'm not going to fill out each box. You have to fill it out on your own. So the directions say fill in the graphic organizer below using your claim about the topic and evidence from the text that supports your claim. Do not write your entire essay on this graphic organizer. It's to help you organize your ideas on paper. So with this being said right here, what you fill out on this graphic organizer can just be little bullet points. It does not have to be a full complete sentence. Okay, so first you need to give your essay a title. You can make it as creative as you want it to be. You could just call it cell phones, whatever's going to work for you. Then looking at your graphic organizer, these first boxes right here are going to be your paragraph 1. So the first paragraph, this paragraph will give the reader a summary of both pieces of text and will state your claim. When you did your T-chart for the writing prompt, the first part was to explain the two texts. So that's what you're going to do here. Basically, all that needs to go in here, you need to write the central idea. And down here, the central idea. That would be enough information. You could make it a little more detailed if you want to, but that's as far as you have to go right now. At this point, I want you to pause the video, and on your graphic organizer, I want you to go ahead and fill out these two boxes. So all you're doing is adding the central idea for the magazine article, which was the first text, and then the central idea of the poem. So take care of that now. Okay, so hopefully you have just now filled in these first two boxes and you're ready to state your claim. We've talked about claim a lot. Claim is your argument. It's the point of view. It's the overall point that you're trying to make. So the essay is about how cell phones have changed people or how technology has. So right here is where you're going to state your opinion. Notice this important piece of information right here. Claims a statement that is being stated as a fact. Do not use the word I when stating your claim. So do not say, I believe that, and then finish the phrase. Don't put the I believe that. Just start off right away. Cell phones have changed humans because, or however you want to word it. But that needs to go right here in this box. So like we did before, I want you to pause the video. Go ahead and state your claim. Go ahead and write it in that box. Okay, so hopefully at this point you now have this first one taken care of, that one, and that one. So those are parts of the T-chart also. You've explained the article, and now you've stated your claim. Okay, paragraph 2. This paragraph will include evidence that supports your claim. The evidence must come from both pieces of text. You will end this paragraph with a concluding statement that states the counterclaim, which is the other point of view, and it will restate your claim. And again, make sure you don't use the word I. So this box right here, piece of evidence from magazine that supports your claim. What's a piece of evidence from the magazine article that supports your claim? Pretty much the evidence that we pulled out that the author used is the same evidence you're going to use. So you can give me one piece of evidence, you can do two, however many you want, but it has to be at least one. So that's the magazine. Then you got to give evidence from the poem that supports your claim. So the evidence that we picked out in class should also work to support your claim that we have been changed in some way. So again, and remember, you can paraphrase evidence from the text, or you can quote it word for word, whichever way is easier for you. And you don't have to give two. There's just enough room for you to give two pieces of evidence from each text. You do have to quote from each text, though. All right, and then the last part. Actually, let's stop there for a minute. I want you to go ahead and pause the video and come up with your evidence from each pieces of text. Okay, so hopefully you have just taken care of this box and that one, which goes with the teeth part, by providing evidence. Okay, last step, concluding statement. And this can be made into a separate paragraph, or it can just be part of your, or it can be made into a third paragraph, or it can just be part of that first paragraph. This can be made into a third paragraph, or it can be part of the second paragraph. Okay, so concluding statement that states the counterclaim, so the opposite point of view, and restates your claim. So it's the exact same claim that you had way up here. And then you're going to state the other point of view. So someone that would disagree with you, what is it that they would say? How would they disagree? What would be the statement that they would make? And that's going to be your concluding statement. So once you have all this filled out, you should have your entire graphic organizer completed, and you will be ready to actually write the essay on Friday.